Hey, I heard I'm going to get to go in the jacuzzi. I'm so excited. Oh, no. I was like, oh, no.
It is the After Party Podcast. Let's see, there's someone missing here today. We have Scotty B over in the Serial Killers podcast room. We have Scary. We have Garrett. We have Danielle. We have Nate. Oh, there's who was missing.
Oh, there she blows.
Whoa, what did I miss? Everything?
45 minutes you were in there.
Okay, so Gandhi just got back from a 45-minute long management meeting.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to walk you out with your belongings and security was going to take away your key card.
It was kind of about that.
Okay.
I thought you were getting a raise and you were signing the paperwork.
Oh, yeah, that's next.
Any other thoughts about what Gandhi's been doing for 45
I thought she was
minutes?
sneaking back into the building.
Interesting.
You said it was a 5-minute meeting. It's been over 45 minutes.
I know. Well, I was told 5 to 10 minutes. So I was like, cool, I'll just run now and I'll do it right now. Then it turned into a lot more than that.
Was it with Mark?
It was.
He's very long-winded.
He has a lot to say. And it's always interesting stuff. So I'm like, oh, tell me.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in.
He
Sorry,
got his
thanks
new
for
Lego
waiting.
set.
But are you good?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's fine.
You're
We're
not
on a
going to say it on a
podcast, talking
podcast.
live in front of the camera.
That's right.
Can we move
Oh,
on?
I forgot we were on.
We're good.
So, did you know that February is America's 11th favorite month?
Oh, wait,
believe it.
what? Not 12?
You know,
The number one. Okay, do you want to guess what the number one month is? Favorite month?
oh, July.
Wait,
December.
the favorite?
The favorite.
December.
September.
Yeah, December.
November.
July.
October?
October.
Ah.
Wow, my birthday.
Yeah, that's the best
October.
month, October.
Well, October is number one. Wow. The least favorite month
Yeah, what's dead last?
was what they were asking for. January and February are the least favorite
Yeah.
months.
I
They're
can
tied.
see that.
So
I can see
January's
that.
number 12.
Oh, yeah, January. Yeah, January is the least favorite, and February is the 11th favorite month.
Okay.
I can see both of why
So,
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
case.
We're doing this podcast in the 11th least favorite month of all
get
time.
it.
Yeah.
Where's April on the list?
April's great because it's spring. You
Yeah.
get the new flowers, new baby animals.
Yeah, I do love April. It's a new beginning. Okay, the new poll asked what their least favorite month is. The top two responses were January and February. August is the third. I love August. Probably because that's when summer ends and school's
Yeah,
starting up
I
again.
can see that.
But you know what? Nate, are you the only one in the room that actually loved going back to school? Because I hated it.
I would bet Gandhi enjoyed it as well.
I loved it.
I thought it was the best time of year. I think
Really?
going back to see your friends and you get to start
Were
something new.
you a lonely kid during summertime?
Kind of.
I was too, but I loved it. I loved being all alone.
I loved summer, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, there was something fun about going back to school. You get to see all
Yeah.
your friends and
School supplies,
You know?
what? I loved
Oh,
it.
my
And
God.
new outfits. Don't
New
forget the
outfits.
new outfits.
Yeah.
You got to see everybody's hair got like 4 inches longer. It was cool. I loved summer too. Summer was awesome, but I loved back to school.
I got to be honest, I hated it. I dreaded it every single moment of it. I never ever wanted to go back. Oh my God. I really didn't.
Why? What was so great about your summer as a kid that made you not want to go back to school?
Well, we would do the family vacation somewhere. Usually we would drive somewhere upstate to Lake George, or we drove to Disney a few times or some other places. So we did we did like 1 or 2 of those a year, a summer. And then we would go to the Cabana Club. We had a beach club that we would go to because we didn't have a pool. So a lot of those times were spent in that Olympic-sized swimming
Having
pool.
fun.
Yeah, having a good time, having a ball, hanging with my friends in later years, hanging out with my high school friends, just doing nothing all day or just going to Spumoni runs.
I loved summer because I was really a loner, truly. I mean, it was summer. It was school time where I was hanging out with friends after school, this and that. During the summer, because we had a lake house, and I would go out on the trails by myself and just hang out with nature and chase bobcats and go fishing. Most of the time, all by myself. I loved that solitude. I
That
love
sounds
being
awesome.
I love being alone.
What is summer like in Texas though? Was it hot?
Yeah,
hot?
it's very hot. Yeah,
Oof.
but when you're a kid, you don't feel it
Yeah,
as
you
much
don't
as when you're.
You could fish.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't see you as a fisher.
Why not?
Could you still do it now? Do you remember everything?
Maybe
He knows how
now,
to
like
put
I.
that worm on a.
I don't know how to do any of that. Like,
I would-
like put a worm on a
We
thing.
would go to. We had a dock where we had our boat, and I would go there, and I would never use worms. I used minnows.
Oh,
Okay.
Did you have a guy that did it for you?
No.
Yeah, I couldn't get past the baiting part. I can't do it.
No, I could do it. It's easy. Yeah, putting a minnow on a hook is so easy.
We used to fish in camp, and we used fish eyeballs as bait. It was so gross.
That's nasty.
My son uses bread. He puts bread on the end of the thing, and the fish come and
Bread?
take
They
the
like bread?
Yeah, it's weird when he goes with his friends.
Now we used to go crawdad fishing with bread and bacon. We used to use bacon, and we catch crawdads.
Oh.
Did you catch and release or did you keep them?
I don't remember. I think we'd probably keep them and torture them in some way.
Oh my gosh.
So it's funny you say that. So I recently had an opportunity to go fishing and do a catch and release thing, and I was like, that seems mean. Just pull them out of the water for no reason and then be like, peace out. You get to go back in now. I'm sorry I stabbed your mouth out. Jesus.
Well, it's actually nice.
No different than somebody being abducted by aliens. Kind of the same concept.
It is. Imagine how they feel.
Catch
they go
and
back.
release.
Yeah.
That's what they did to you, right? Catch and
probe
release?
this fish here.
Did the aliens, did they hurt your mouth?
I just imagine the stories they tell down there.
Yeah.
And then he pulled a hook out of my mouth and he took a picture with me, and then it was on some dating profile. It's crazy.
And now I'm
Not
tagged.
real.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme with the lobsters? And the other lobster says, "Hey, I heard I'm going to get to go in the jacuzzi. I'm so excited." Oh, no. I was like, oh, no.
That's hilarious.
Poor
Well,
fish.
yeah. Going back to school, I was okay with it, but I loved summers.
Yeah.
Loved them. The long, hot summers.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of get the feeling when we have our holiday vacation and we're gone for a while, I get the same feeling before we come back on the first day here. I'm like, oh, I get to see my friends again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have the opposite feeling. I have the
Oh.
first day of school jitters the night before we
Do
come
you
back from a long
really?
vacation.
Jitters?
Oh my God. It takes me right back to like not seeing anybody in a couple of, cause in a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
It's like that feeling coming back from vacation, that pit in my stomach, and I can't sleep the night before we come back on a
We
Monday.
make you jittery?
Yes,
You've
for
known
what-
us for 9,000 years.
I don't know why, but all the feels of going back to school in September hit me every time we come back in,
Okay.
specifically the January vacation, the December vacation when we come back in January. I get all nervous and stuff. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Am I the only one?
Not so
No,
much.
I just get excited.
I
don't
just
wanna-
can't sleep because
Yeah.
we're so off schedule.
I just don't want to work.
And I feel like I forgot how to do things. After such a long vacation, I feel like I forgot how to
All the
push
technical
buttons.
stuff.
Yeah.
How to drive here.
Yeah.
No.
Summertime to me is like making lunches and making dinners and swimming and hanging out with friends and having a cocktail
It's awesome.
and just going to bed whenever.
How
I guess-
great was it when
yeah.
like you're outside and you look out and realize it's 9 o'clock and the sun just went down?
Oh, God, I love that. Love that.
Yeah.
They say the best summer of your life, though, is the summer after you graduate high school, but before college, because there's basically that for once, the entire school year's wrapped up. Anything that might have been going on through the school year, or as you were getting old, going through all those grades, you're kind of entering a new phase of your life.
Yeah.
You're coming of age. You're able to. A lot of people are able to drive and go places. That was a great summer for me. The summer of '92.
Wow. Mine was 82. I wish I would have done that sabbatical where you leave
Yeah,
you
for a
leave
year.
school, high school, and you go travel around Europe. Like my friends did it. I couldn't afford to do that, so I didn't do it.
I just wish I studied abroad, like when it was, given to me. I didn't take advantage of it. I wish I had.
What about you, Gandhi? You're an Indian. You've got tons of money.
Listen, Indian people have a lot of money and their parents hoard it. You know what my dad used to say all the time? I have money. You have nothing.
Oh, he loved
Right.
you so much.
There was also no chance of taking a year off with school. That was like, how we
Wow.
were talking about myths our parents told us? One was if you take a year off, you'll never go back to college. It'll never happen.
You know what I'm thinking about doing? I don't think it's too late to take a little sabbatical.
Do
and,
it.
and go travel Europe for a year or two.
Oh my God. You
At
would
this
love
stage
it.
of your career.
No, in my life.
Forget
No, I
about
thought
your
maybe-
life.
You
It's
know
a
what? I'm gonna pause everything for a year, and I'll come back next year on the show. Like that part of your.
That may or may not happen.
Do it. You might have the best experience of your
Well,
life.
I would. No, Scary's afraid that once he leaves, he ain't coming back.
That's
Yeah,
right.
scary.
You
Wait,
can't
can we
take-
still work?
I just don't think that this stage of our lives and our careers that you could take a sabbatical and then come back to it a year later.
he can.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, I can't come back to this. No, I'll have to start over.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool, though. You'd have a totally different perspective on everything, I bet.
Or I'll leave for a year, come back, and work across the street and take all my listeners back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
No, it ain't gonna work that way.
I love that Scary just lives his life afraid of everything.
I am.
You're taking a sabbatical? First day of school?
No.
You can't do this at this stage in your career. I said, it's our lives.
Yeah,
What about your life? You know what? I've talked about this story a million times. I'm going to tell it again because this story comes out every year. These people who are with patients at the ends of their lives, they talk to these people who are about to pass away. They know they're dying. And they ask them, every single year they do the same thing. They ask them, what do you most regret? Things you didn't do in your life. They regret working too much. They regret not having more private time
Yeah.
and personal time with friends and people that mean the most to them.
I could see that.
Yep.
But how many people do you know will work until the day they fucking die? And do you think they, as they're going through the pearly gates, are like, I really screwed that up. I should have spent more quality time with people that meant something to me. I'm not saying you don't mean anything to me. I didn't mean it that way, but you know what I'm saying.
I feel like a lot of people who spend all their life working up until the day they die might not have the same personal and amazing familial connections with other people because they spent all that time working. So maybe they don't miss it because they didn't have it.
But Scary, you do have a lot of friends.
I do.
They all have, gangster names.
Yeah, they do.
I like Dishwasher Don.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Wasn't it like
thing.
Heroin Harry?
Heroin Harry.
Who are we hanging out with this weekend?
Well, if he has permission to enter the suite, Jet Ski Brian.
Oh, Jet Ski Brian.
I feel like he's been denied permission
I think
numerous
he
times.
had
I think
that
it's friends
earlier.
and family only.
Yeah, he's a good guy. You guys will love him too.
We met
tell
him
you
a
what.
million times, haven't we?
Yeah.
No,
Can-
you never met Jet.
Can we
Ski
meet him
Brian.
at the bar and interview him to make sure he's
Yeah.
I've met him a
Worthy.
million times.
Is he okay?
He's fine.
He looks like Johnny Sack from The Sopranos.
I
Oh,
don't think
that doesn't
that's
help
true.
out very much.
Actually.
You know what? Bring him
I
in.
don't
Bring
see
him
that
in.
at all.
Scotty B, are you coming down to Orlando with us?
No,
Why not?
I wasn't invited.
Oh. Okay.
Awkward.
So moving on.
My kids sure would love that.
Poor Scotty, man.
I sure
We
would love to take my daughters to Universal.
But you got to keep in mind, we're going because we have to.
I would like to have to.
Okay.
But here's Scotty, not just Scotty, Scotty and his whole family.
Well, you guys are bringing people.
I'm not bringing anyone.
Oh, Danielle's bringing her entire
I
family.
am, but let me tell you, I paid to
She's
get
paying for
Spencer
it.
from the UK over here.
I would pay to get my kids down there.
Yeah. And Jet Ski's just driving over.
With his jet ski.
On a jet ski.
on his jet ski.
All the way down the intercoastal.
This is his first name, Jet Ski.
All right, well, look, are we done here?
We're done.
Is that it?
All right, we're done.
On that note.
Cheers.
Leaving you on a downer. Okay, bye.
Peace out, everybody.